Hello, everyone. This is Laura Ellis of Transitions Liaison Global. I'm creating this audio to bring awareness to those that truly want to transform themselves and change their lives in a sustainable way. And with what I've been doing for the last 10 years, I absolutely know that's possible. Absolutely possible. So first, what I'd like to say and make you aware of is that, changing our lives is a detailed process. It's a detailed process, however, of identifying the unhealthy, rooted core beliefs we hold on a subconscious level. Know that our minds are our thought generators and a tool for creation. However, good, bad, or indifferent, based on subconscious beliefs. Spirit is the energy of who we are and is the eternal part of our beings. So God or source energy, or whatever term you wish to use for the creator of the universe and everything in it, is fine. But I will refer to this energy as spirit here today. We are also creators and create our own reality. And our spirits want to create, as source energy, spirit created us, wants to create based on what we think or believe at our core. So know that we can only engage the process using the data programs that are running inside of us. Very similar to that of a computer. Our bodies, our lives, our current circumstances, our manifestations of our beliefs as well, held at the cellular levels. So I want to ask you, do you operate from a base of anger, of resentment, and fear, or from a base of forgiveness, gratitude, and love? Are you even aware of these deep-seated thoughts and programs running in the background of your unconscious mind? You see, the subconscious can only operate in logic from our core beliefs. And what we think of ourselves deep down at our core becomes our reality in your personality, in your adult life, based on, once again, past programming. So if our core beliefs are of insecurity, scarcity, illness, or aging, it will and can only act to create these situations in our lives. Many clients have come to me over the last 10 years and don't understand why they keep repeating the same life circumstances or the same relationships that are dysfunctional over and over and over again. This is why. You're operating by default. What does that mean? Well, not by any fault of your own. You've been pre-programmed. The world today is still trying to program us. And especially right now, I'm recording this on April 18th, 2020, being bombarded with all this negativity everywhere you turn, casting fear and doubt into everyone. So know that our bodies function from stored subconscious memories. However, our spirits are always urging us to become our very best version, or I will say vision, of ourselves. Can you see where this battle of the mind comes into play? It is real, my friends. It's very real. Entering in, again, unconscious resistance. You have to really, really want change. Even with hypnosis, as I know, is accelerated sustainable change. Because the resistance needs to be put aside. First and foremost. The ego. The chattering mind, however you want to refer to it as. Dr. Bruce Lipton stated that our existing unconscious programming and perceptions and core beliefs are instilled during the fetal developmental stage and early childhood stage, while we are in the hypnotic state of theta and delta consciousness. You see, at that time of our lives, we don't have the ability to say yes or no to information. We are like an open oil filter or a sponge. All the information comes in and is stored in the subconscious. And this I absolutely know to be true. This is the stored source also of the negative emotional charges many of us have and carry into our adult lives. We have been programmed by default. We have become the products of our environment. However, that can change. So, conscious health, I'll refer to it as, and well-being is becoming aware that this has happened, is happening, and allowing the direction of a new process, a new thought process, new beliefs without the ego. Because where the ego is allowed to be in control, the power of change becomes deactivated. Again, unconscious resistance. Deciding to do something with intention, or let me say with full intention, is a force, a universal power that sets the stage for change in our lives. The late, great Plato knew that and spoke of it often. The will, the strong will for change. That's the first step. Being able to put the ego aside, to quiet its chattering. Setting the focus on the healing, the target, and not allowing anything less than in. Everyone thinks of changing the world, but many don't think of changing themselves. Healing is expensive. Alternative methods is more so, given that insurance isn't filed. If you believe in insurance for health or medical reasons. Yes, expensive on all levels. Time involved, money, effort, but most importantly, the commitment in diffusing old programs of mind. What I do know for sure is true healing of the mind is not something that can ever be taken from you. It's an investment in yourself that will remain lifetime after lifetime as it becomes new memory. It remains cellular memory. So here's an analogy I'm going to use. If you thought enough of yourself, or do, to be a Mercedes, or as a Mercedes. Why do I use a Mercedes? I'm using the Mercedes analogy because I know that if not today, they were put together, handcrafted, piece by piece, unique, each one in themselves, very carefully crafted and made of heavy, almost indestructible steel. Hence the price tag attached. So if you thought of yourself as a Mercedes and you needed some engine service, would you consider going to a Walmart auto center for that? Let's hope not. No offense to Walmart, but I think you understand what I'm trying to say. Healing of the mindsets does bring you better health, happiness, and harmony in all we desire. And we can create new lives if we have the earnest desire to do so. Disconnecting from the ego is essential as it feeds on mind chatter. And again, unconscious resistance to change. Are you willing to commit to the change? Because becoming aware is the first step. And many aren't comfortable dispelling the darkness of the non-understanding. Mahatma Gandhi comes to mind and is a good example, I feel. Because through the power of passive resistance and standing strong in his dignity, in human dignity, he broke the oppression of the British Empire in 1948. Gandhi used his mind power. The British tried to use force. Know that the powerhouse of our lives is our subconscious mind. And may I say, God knows I love what I do, what I've been gifted to do, and to create not only in my own life, but facilitating change in the lives